Hello and welcome. My name is Stefan Poschik from CHC Corporate Health Consulting, and you are listening and watching the newest episode of the CHC Expert Session and Interview. Today, I have a super interesting guest. He is incredibly successful on social media, especially on Insta. He will tell you a little bit more about himself in a few seconds, and I'm really honored to have you on our interview. And even much more, I'm really looking forward to have you as one of our main experts at our yearly event in a couple of days. So hello and welcome, Taif Haidar. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Stephen. Thanks for having me. First of all, thank you for the introduction. My name is Taif Haidar, born in Baghdad. We have seen a few wars. My parents were done. We moved to Europe, to the Netherlands, started all over with the inflated money that was nothing worth because of the wars. And thank God, I always focused on knowledge and school and education. My mother used to always tell me, education is the key. So focus always on knowledge, like your family did, especially my dad's side. And I did that, and it paid out so far. It's just paying out. I'm doing good on Instagram, and I'm doing good for myself for already 8 years. I'm an entrepreneur. So yeah, I'm a social media influencer.
Let's jump right in, Taif. So you have an incredible story, and you can overcome so many things, and you built an amazing Insta page. So for all the people who do not know you and Secrets to Success, tell us what it is, and especially tell our audience how big it is, because this is super unique.
Okay, yeah. Instagram is a tool to use for marketing. It's a tool to inspire people, motivate, educate people. You can use it to impact, influence people. That's why they call me a social media influencer. It's very helpful if you want to impact the world, add something to the world, influence the world, depending of course on the target audience that you're targeting. But for me, it's English, so basically the world. And it's helpful to help serve people to social media. It's a way to communicate with people instead of one-on-one, instead of having to rent a place and helping people, influencing people, educating people. You can do it now. Yeah, basically that's what it is. One too many option, one too many solution. I hope that answers your question kind of.
Of course, definitely, because this already is, in my opinion, a really interesting information. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how to use social media, especially Insta, because you told it's one too many. Yeah. And so you have to use it different than like we are doing here, a one-on-one session at the moment. And so the communication should be different. So first of all, tell a little bit about how you built your Insta page, because as far as I know, you are the second biggest page?
Right now, the second. It used to be the first biggest success page in the world on Instagram for 6 years. Then I hit uncle got cancer, personal stuff. I got depression. So where I work was for a few months not my priority. So I got behind, but it's okay. We're getting back at it. We're close again to take the '1 spot. And I want to serve people as good as possible. What a success! I read a lot. So I started in 2014. 2013, I started with personal development. I saw a website it's called Addicted to Success by my now good friend Joe Brown, which I also have met in person. And I was like, I want to do this too. I want to inspire and educate the people and the world too. And I know if I do that, it gives me the opportunity to get to buy time to study myself even more. Because when you want to inspire people, you get inspired yourself, but you also have to educate yourself, inform yourself what is right, what is wrong. So I was like, it's a win-win, win for the world, win for me. Nobody's losing here. It doesn't need a big investment of money to start an page like this. It's free, basically, unless you want to start a website with it, which I also did. But then still, it's not a big investment compared to a physical store or anything else. So with that mindset of helping myself, helping the world. I started the page, posting what I believed in, what I felt, what hit me. So Arnold Schwarzenegger said this, I like this. Oprah Winfrey said that, I like that. Steve Jobs, the greats minds. And at the same time, it's like motivating me, inspiring me, but I'm also sharing it with people, and did pretty well. I went all in because I heard Instagram was hot at the time, so I was like TikTok a little bit right now. I was like, let's go all in, and thank God, I got a lot of good feedback, like likes, comments. Oh, this is nice. Even my surroundings, my school colleagues, friends started liking, commenting sometimes. So it gives you it's encouraging to see people liking the stuff that you're posting. So basically, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's an awesome start. So basically, you just shared or comment or posted what you like, what you think, what you care about, right? Yeah. So was it already was the idea already there to build a huge company out of it, or was it really just, okay, hey, I want to share knowledge with the world?
That's a good question. I couldn't get a job, and it's funny because I read lately a few months ago also Elon Musk had the same problem, and he's a big example of me when it comes to entrepreneurship, helping the world, and you get rewarded, of course. I had the idea of making a business out of it since second one, because I wanted to start a business. Was it a physical store? Was it investing in stocks? It's full-time like Warren Buffett, because I read his biography, like 200 pages, 600 pages, too boring. And then and then I also had this idea from Addicted to Success. Basically, I had this idea, Stephen, but I didn't have the idea of doing promotions as a business model. This came later to me as an offer, like, can you promote our business? This came lately to me, but I had I was thinking about merchandise, success, motivation, inspiration, like merchandise, maybe clothes, maybe posters. But 8 months later, people came to me, hey, can you promote our book? Because I had 80,000 followers after 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went really all in because I couldn't get a job that was paying me fair. I didn't want to work in the black market, like being paid under the normal level. So I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna do something for myself and go all in. And I'm sure I get rewarded in the end. It must be, because it's something that it's helping people, right? So it turned out from
how many followers do you have at the moment?
We're sitting now at 2.3 million and maybe 80,000.
Did you hear it, audience? 2.3 million, yeah, not thousand or something like that, million. So better listen to what Taif is saying, because he definitely knows the game and definitely knows how this is working. That's so awesome. I can't even believe that you are talking to us and giving your advice to people like us. That's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, Marcus.
So Taif, when somebody wants to start with social media in general, what are 3 things they should think about? What are 3 things that they should do to start when they start with using social media?
Okay. You're asking me for 3 things. I wrote a book in 2016 with 17 things.
So the first thing is read your book.
One is read the book. That's 17 points. That's a good one. Quality is important. So if you could start something, make sure the logo is nice, make sure the posts you're posting and videos are high quality, because we're living in 2022. People have smartphones, European, Western people have good phones with high quality displays. So you want to make sure you have a nice quality logo, but also nice quality content that you're posting. So I think I would start there. Always pay attention to quality. Don't post low quality, because once people land on your page and they see low quality, I am kind of person, I'm like, I'm not sure if I should follow this page, and I'm sure more people think like that. So that's one thing, and second thing is consistency. Huh? A lot of people post a few days and then nothing happens or not much happens, but they stop because not much they think happened. But it works mostly exponential. Huh? If you have more followers, they attract also a little bit more. So it's like a snowball effect. Shout out to Warren Buffett, since we gave him earlier on in the reference, which was not very positive. But the snowball effect of Warren Buffett, so it's exponential. And more followers, you gain easier and more followers in general. Post consistently, serve your audience every 2-3 hours is a very good rate, which is also mentioned in my book. Because people check their phone every few hours, and you want to make sure you're on top of their minds. So the algorithm works like this: if your first hours you're above, if it does very good, you stay above. But if it doesn't do good, the post goes below, like down. So if you post every 2-3 hours, the chance that you have a post that does well and stays up there is then much bigger, of course. But just don't, of course, post just to post, but make sure you post quality and consistently every few hours. That works good, but it depends also, of course, on which niche you are speaking about. For example, barber doesn't need to post every 2 hours, but education, motivation, inspiration is nice to see a post every 2-3 hours, or even maybe more frequently, if you can keep up with the quality.
So if you post every 2 or 3 hours, you need a lot of content. So what do you think about reusing content? For example, when you did a content or a piece of content a couple of months ago, can you use it again, or should you use it again?
Yeah, I've done it myself, Steven. Reposting content, that's very nice, huh? But I don't recommend to reuse content too much. And when I say every 2-3 hours, I mean every 2-3 waking hours. So it's not that much if you think about it. 8 minus 24, 16 hours, 16 divided by 3 or 2 is like 6 posts to 7 to 8 max. It might be a lot if you want to keep high quality, but even if you do just 4 or 5 posts, it's better than one or two, in my experience, because that's when I saw high growth in the first 2 years, very high growth, because I kept posting. But then it becomes a full-time job. You see where I'm going? So hopefully the people who are listening to this have either a team or they go all in on their social media themselves. So either they outsource it to a friend or to a partner that's responsible for the social media, or so I went all in. For me, it was social media was my thing, 100 hours a week. And then it's easy to keep up with every 2-3 hours.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So a lot of people, what do I say? A lot of people, nearly nobody is posting so much. I know just one other person personally who is doing so much on social media, just like you are doing. This is my good friend and business partner and also mentor, Grant Cardone. Grant is putting out every couple of minutes or once an hour or something, so much stuff. It's incredible. But most of the entrepreneurs or most of the people think they don't have so much time, so they don't focus on just one social media platform. They want to grow all their social media platforms. And what I see is most of them end up doing, okay, I do 2 posts per week on every single social media platform. I do 2 posts a week on Insta, 2 posts a week on Facebook, 2 on LinkedIn, for example, and stuff like that. And in the end, they are they are frustrated because nothing is happening. What do you think about this? Should they even do this kind of social media, or is it worthless because it's not enough and they should focus on something else?
Yeah, good question. Depends on the niche. What are they doing? What are they offering? Which service? What is it kind of like? What kind of business are they running? Some businesses, for example, a Spacex, that's a very big example, of course. But let's say a Spacex doesn't need to post every 2 hours or 3 hours or every day. Their target audience also may be different than mine. Their business model is different than mine. My business model is promotion, offering. So I need to post frequently as well to offer value, but also have sometimes promotion. It's like a radio, for example, channel. they have music, and then a promotion, music, and then a promotion. But if they do promotion, music, so it's depends on the business model, right? A song and then promotion is too much. Every other song and then promotion is too much. So it depends on the business model, of course. It's social media helps to acquire clients, as far as I know. And lets clients know who you are, what you stand for, what your mindset is. It shows what the values are of the brand or of the person. So with 2 times a week, you have to ask yourself, what is my objective? Do I want to attract more customers, clients through social media? Then 2 times is a little bit too less a week. Unless you have a high-end product and you make 1 sale a week or a month and it's enough, a very high-end product, then I would say, yeah, why not? SpaceX, for example, who's SpaceX audience? Who's their clients? It's the government, it's big budgets, so they don't need to post every 2 hours.
Yeah, but SpaceX is also, I don't think that a company like SpaceX is using social media to attract clients or to generate leads, right? I mean, they do it for PR reasons, to position themselves, to promote their brand, to be in the head of their audience or about the people. Yeah, I don't think that a company like these big companies are trying to generate leads or customers, right?
Sorry,
no problem. I don't think these big companies like Tesla probably Tesla is generating leads, but SpaceX is not generating leads through social media. They build awareness. They doing it for PR reasons and stuff like that. I think the small entrepreneur or the solopreneur, for example, they, in my opinion, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you think something different. In my opinion, if somebody is posting just 2 times a week and he's expecting to generate a lot of leads and a lot of followers, this will never work as a solopreneur because nobody knows this person yet.
Exactly.
And you can't get known by doing posts per week on the social media platforms. What do you
Unless you have a budget, you are doing paid promotions, you're doing Google AdWords, then it works. Maybe you outsource it kind of.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to outsource it, your budget's not big, you're a solo entrepreneur, like you said, then you should not underestimate the power of social media. You should make use of it. And posting a little bit is not enough. What I will do is start a business, see somebody who's young, who loves social media, tell him to help you and give him a share, a stock in your business, a stake. Or a percentage as well of the profits, of course, like make him a shareholder or a stakeholder, and outsource the social media because it takes a lot of time. Yeah, that's correct. But if you don't have a budget, give him at least something, or outsource it for money if you do have a budget, but don't underestimate it because clients acquirement, and if the brand is new and nobody knows you, then how do you want to get to people to find you? And this is one way to. Right.
Yeah.
So basically, don't underestimate social media. Depends, of course, on your type of client. So this question should be answered like this: should one-on-one coaching or something?
I know, but I wanted real stuff from you. So thanks for going into this direction with me. Taif, that's so amazing. We already have our time, and I'm really looking forward to deep dive into these topics that you can explain exactly how somebody can build a successful and not an amazingly and highly successful Insta or social media business. And if somebody wants to reach out to you and want to connect with you, what's the best way to connect with you?
You can send me the so my personal Instagram is Taif Haidar. I hope it shows up on the screen later or on the text.
We'll post it around. Yes, we will tag you and post it around, of course.
Yes, thank you. So my Instagram is Taif Haidar. My LinkedIn is also Taif Haidar. and my business secrets to success. On Instagram, you can send me a DM. I try to read all DMs and delete what is nonsense. But if somebody needs one-on-one coaching or help, I'm here. I can hopefully help. I can make hopefully time for that. Any questions also to that? Promotions, paid promotions, I also do to that. I hope this was useful. If people have general questions, then they can also reach out to those 3 channels. More than welcome.
That's really awesome. That's really awesome. So we're definitely going to tag you and post your contact information around this video. And for me, it was already super helpful. So thank you so much. I already learned so much from you, my friend. And I'm really looking forward to having you at our event. So take care and we see you soon.
Amazing. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for having me.